Hello, Joe's Wellness Gym friends. Welcome back to another stretching video. Same old story, strength train your muscles, train your heart, and then stretch it all out, release, relax, and that is exactly what this stretch is all about. And if you've been doing this week's workouts with me, we've been doing a lot of cross the body work, and that's where we're going to stretch. So into those obliques, into those hips. Let's get started. Child's pose, big toes touch, knees open wide. Sink on down. And I always try and just remind my clients, try and open those knees as wide as you can for this one, so you can really open up those hips. Extend those arms, flat palms on the floor if you can. And I always take this opportunity for a little bit of breath work, especially as the mind wanders, as we're slowing down a little bit. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, slowly walk your hands over to the right. Keep that left hip tucked back, so we're straight into our side stretch, working down the side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath, inhale. Exhale, walk those hands all the way over to the left. Tuck that right hip behind you. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Beautiful. Slowly come up to cat-cow. Knees underneath the hips. Tuck those toes or tops of the feet on the floor. Wrists, elbows and shoulders in line. Inhale, chest forward, eyes forward. Exhale, round. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. Beautiful, come back to a neutral position. Just walk that right hand forward, just a hand's length, and then again, inhale, and exhale. 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale. Draw that hand back in. Walk that left hand just forward a few inches. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Beautiful. Slowly come to seated. Cross your legs or on your knees, whatever the most comfortable. Let's continue with some nice side stretches. So, right spider fingertips all the way down to the floor, reach that left arm over. And you can bend into that right elbow as long and as far as it feels comfortable. Couple of breaths right here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. Slowly coming up. Take that to the other side. Left hand to the floor, bend that left elbow, reach on over. Big inhale. Big exhale. Beautiful, over to the right again. Take that side stretch and then grab that imaginary paintbrush and sort of you're drawing a line forward and back. So just sweeping that hand forward and back, reaching and stretching into that left side a little bit more. And then keep going with that forward motion. Take that hand all the way over to the left. Same thing on the right side. Take that imaginary paintbrush and then draw a big line. You can round in the shoulders here. And then just flow with the breath side to side, a few here. Inhale over to the right. Exhale over to the left. Good, 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. Beautiful, exhale, hand over to the left, keep going, both hands to the floor, come back to that all four position, and then tuck those toes. First inversion of the day, shift those hips up and back, downward dog. Pedal out those feet a little bit, pedal out those knees, whatever feels good here. And then after a couple of breaths, join me in stillness. 2 big breaths in this center. Inhale. Exhale, drop that chest down. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. You can stay here if it feels comfortable. We're going to go across the body. I'm going to bring my right hand just into center a little bit more. Release the left hand from the floor. Take it to the outside of that right ankle. And then take those eyes underneath my armpit. It's big stretch side body, big stretch hamstring, big stretch back. Not here for very long. Place that left hand exactly where the right was. So in that center, right hand to the outside of that left ankle. Come on under. One more breath. And release. Nice work. Place those hands down. Walk your hands back towards the feet. Stay in this forward fold position. And then slowly, slowly, slowly ragdoll yourself all the way up to standing. Head comes up last. Beautiful. Slowly ragdoll yourself all the way back down. And then as you come down, walk your feet a little closer if you need to. Right hand is going to go to the outside of the left ankle. Left hand outside of that right ankle. And then bend at the elbows. Draw your chin and your forehead closer towards your shins. Inhale. Nice flat back as much as you can. Exhale and fold. Hold it right here for 2 more breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. And slowly release. Beautiful. Bring those hands down. Slowly walk yourself back up to plank. Shift your hips back, downward dog. And then bring that right knee in as if you're about to step forward, which we will in just a second, but draw your knee in towards that armpit. You can shift forward almost like a half dog and just hold here for a little engagement. And then step that right foot all the way through to the center as lightly as possible. There was quite a bang there. And then you're going to drop that back knee. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, you're going to cross that left elbow over that right knee for that twist, getting into the side of that body. And you can either stay right here or lift that back knee. 2 breaths right here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more breath. If you want to extend your hands, take that left hand to the floor. Right hand up towards the sky. Big inhale. Big exhale. Nice work. Frame that front foot. Bring that back foot in slightly. Straighten that front leg into a nice hamstring. Hamstring stretch. Pyramid pose. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more inhale. And 1 more exhale. Nice work. You stay right there. I'm actually going to shift to the other side of the mat or the carpet here. And step back, high plank, hands down. And shift those hips up and back. Nice work. Let's take that over to the left. So bring that left knee in towards the armpit, into that half dog position. Engage here for just a second. And then big step through, foot between those hands as lightly as you can. Drop that back knee, sweep those arms up. On your next exhale, bring those hands back through center. Take the right hand over that left knee. And I really like to lift, get nice and long here to create the space to bring the elbow round, and you can stay right here. Or if you have the space, lift that back knee and hold. Couple of breaths right here. You can go straight into that expanded arms if that works for you. 2 big breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Bring those hands down. Frame that front foot. Come back into high plank. And then slowly bring the knees to the floor. Nice work. Okay, come. And stay on your knees. And then you're literally going to shift your hips just to the right. So I'm going to bring my right hip, right glute to the floor. Just keep the feet where they are. And then you're going to take this right hand to the outside of that left knee for a little twist. Couple of breaths. Nice work. Bring those hands over to the right for a little counter pose. And then come back onto your knees. I know this felt a little awkward the first time I did this with a teacher, and now I love it. Just shift those hips, just slump over to the left. And then take this left hand, and the left hand on that right knee is going to stop you from falling over. So take that left hand to the outside that right knee for a little twist right here. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Beautifully extend those legs nice and wide. Heel